ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything in between, welcome to the heavily anticipated premiere of the galaxy's must-see event, RimWorld Combat Survivor! Long gone are the days of an inhospitable planet and grasping at straws just to make it through the night. Today, at Post-Broadcast Productions, we bring the inhospitability direct to you from the no-holds-barred, deadly galactic arena. That's right, kiddies, we've rounded up 8 strong-willed contestants, somewhat willing to put their mettle to the test. They'll be facing off against some vicious creatures as their fate is decided by none other than the patent-pending Wheels of Random Terror. Brought to you by WheelDecide.com. And while our contestants are getting comfortable backstage, let's spin that first wheel to decide the combatant order and learn a little bit about our guests in the process. Let's spin that wheel and see who'll be the first to enter the arena. Simpson! Our first contestant is a well-rounded builder by the name of Helene Simpson. She may know a thing or two about labor, but with zero combat experience, there's no doubt her skills will be tested here today. And back to the wheel for number 2. Galina! Second today will be a 25-year-old mail carrier named Galina Tate. Her friends say she's a bit of a slowpoke, but yet is also somehow quite nimble. We'll find out today if that paradox proves poignant. Okay, and on to number 3. Landry! Katya Landry is a 60-year-old charity worker who also considers herself a pacifist. Not the ideal skill to bring to the arena, but as a convicted pyromaniac, perhaps she can use that psychosis to her advantage. Now on to the fourth contestant. Gravy! Kevin Gravy Gravier is a deep space miner that calls himself trigger-happy despite never having fired a gun. Let's hope that luck is on his side and gives us a chance to see just what that means in the arena. Alright, that's the first half. Let's see who comes up for number 5. Robbins! At 74 years young, Layla Robbins is an indentured servant who absolutely loves to be naked. Our censors could not oblige her request to do so in the arena, but hopefully that doesn't hold her back here today. We're down to 3 left, and for number 6 we've got Nicolas! Nicolas Simpson is a 58-year-old Glitter World officer and has seen his share of combat. He's known to be tough and could sure pack a punch, but we'll find out today if it serves him well in the arena. And for our penultimate contestant, we've got Hannibal! Another member of the famille Gratier. Hannibal is absolutely insane. He's a psychiatric patient who refuses to fight, but we'll find out if his insanity allows him to take more beatings than the rest. And last but certainly not least, we've got Sexton. He's just a gigolo who's seen his shares of scrapes and tussles, among other things, but will he be able to use his street smarts to outwit the others in this contest for the ages? Let's get started and find out. Our first contestant is making her way to the staging area where the Wheels of Random Terror will decide her fate. Let's take a look at how many who's or what's she'll be facing, and how. And there you have it. Simpson will be going up against a single wild ram, and will be allowed to take a spear along with her to help out in the duel. On now to the arena. The contestant is ready. The ram is prepped. Let's get this first fight underway. Simpson slowly walking at an angle while the ram heads right for her. Oh, what's this? The ram is taken out with just one blow. Simpson took a small hit, but will be patched up in no time. She's showing us right out the gate what champions are made of. Barely breaking a sweat here today. Simpson's performance will be tough to beat. On now to contestant 2, we'll see if Galina fares as well as Simpson did just moments ago. Tough luck, it seems like the wheels have pitted her against 3 robot terrors with only hand grenades as her defense. That said, we'll need to spin a special 4th wheel to determine which breed of robotic resistance she'll be romanticizing. And it looks like she'll be facing 3 of the fearsome Scythers today. Hopefully those hand grenades will be put to good use. Now in the arena, Galina is ready and the robots are primed. Here we go. And what's this? It seems 2 of the robots are fighting each other. One's still headed for her, and it's much too fast as Galina's unable to toss even a single grenade. It's going to be a punching match for these 2 as the other robots continue to claw at each other. She's taking some damage, but not worse for wear. She has a slight upper hand. The robot's weighted arms are really cutting her up. And yes, it seems she's down. Now let's get those robots out of there and give Galina the medical attention she most desperately needs. It looks like she's going to pull through, but managed to take quite a heavy beating. The other contestants will escort her to the medical quarters for now, but despite her injuries, she will live to fight another day. As Landry makes her way to the staging area, we'll hope she's given a bit more opportune circumstance and a chance to prove herself here today. 5 beavers. Well, the pacifist Landry has been granted a spear, but won't be using it due to her unfortunate life choices. Can she evade these menacing teeth, or will she be felled like so many trees these beavers have gnawed before? Ready in the arena, Landry is going to stand strong against those beavers. Now they're off in a flash, and our contestant stands there helpless. Just as she decides to make a break, the beavers swarm in like they don't build a dam, and within seconds, Landry's down. And the beavers haven't taken a scratch. Pacifism might get you somewhere in life, but surely not here in the arena. Let's clear away those beavers and take Landry back into medical. Down but not out, Landry will get patched up and hopefully recuperate well enough to face what's in store for her in round 2. Perhaps this senseless beating will have beaten some sense into her about a non-competitive standpoint. Our 4th contestant, Gravy, is heading to the staging area, and we'll see in just a moment what the wheels have in store for him in the arena. Five aliens against a Molotov. Well, just like our robotic combatants, we'll need a special 4th wheel to determine which ravenous alien species we'll be seeing here today. The dreaded Mega Spider. Well, Gravy better have his wits about him against the strongest of the bunch. Let's see if he can burn those beasts of burden in his brave battle. Okay, and onto the arena, Gravy is ready to burn these bugs. They are fiercely charging him as he gives us a nice smile for the camera, but manages to get one Molotov off in time. To the consequences, the aliens surround and swarm him in seconds flat. Time to clear those bugs, put out the fire, and get our pal Gravy out of there. He took some heavy hits, but managed to tough it out with the alien swarm. We'll patch up old Gravy in medical, and hopefully he gets some better luck in the next round. Robbins is up next, and let's hope the old bird gets a fighting chance, or at least one better than the past few. What do the wheels hold in store? A single squirrel and a spear. The wheels are taking a liking to the spear today, and against this lowly creature, the odds are certainly in favor of Miss Robbins. Now in the arena, Robbins is showing no fear against her paltry squirrel opponent. Battle underway, she turns her back to the rodent, and what's this, charges and strikes the critter, taking it down in just one blow. Robbins will walk away unscathed for our first flawless victory here on RimWorld Combat Survivor. Miss Robbins will clearly be a fierce competitor in round 2, and I don't know about you, but I just can't wait to see what she'll do next. Up next, we've got Nicolas, and with his veteran combat experience, he's ready for just about anything. Let's see if the wheels make his venture here as easy as Robbins. An elephant against a shotgun. Not quite the needed caliber, but tough and battle-hardened Nicolas is ready for the challenge. Let's see if he can put a pummel to the pachyderm. Ready to go in the arena, Nicolas is prepared, and it seems our technicians were so aghast of Robbins' performance they left the dead squirrel in the arena. Now Nicolas is off and immediately goes to sleep. Not the best strategy for a contestant as the elephant immediately charges forward. He's really awoken but strikes back with the blunt force of his shotgun. He's really putting up a good fight against the beast, easily 10 times his size. They continue to trade mutual blows, but our veteran combatant is no match for the behemoth as the elephant lays Nicolas out on the arena floor. We'll get that elephant out of there and take care of Nicolas. He'll be carted to get patched up, but let that serve as a reminder. It is not in the best interest of any contestant to take a nap on the arena floor mid-battle. Hopefully in the next round, Nicolas will have learned from his foolish mistake. Hannibal is making his way towards the staging area now, and as another pacifist, let's hope he is also a masochist. What do the wheels have in store for our combative non-combatant? Another elephant, but this time against a minigun. That would indeed pack enough punch to pacify the pachyderm, but our pacifist participant will perniciously pass. In the arena now is Hannibal, another pacifist sized up against another elephant. Hannibal stands frozen for a moment, but quickly starts to evade as he hears the elephant bellow. He's off to a corner and dodges the first strike. He's off again, straight toward the opposite corner, taking a beeline now by juking around a pillar. He's dodged another elephant charge and just keeps running, but there's nowhere to run in the arena. And soon the elephant catches up to Mr. Hannibal. He's hit. The elephant lands a blow, and Hannibal's still on the move. He's managed to get away. Back into the first corner, followed by another elephant strike. Surely slowed now, but manages to get away and dodges yet again. The elephant will have none of this and goes for another strike, but yet another dodge. He continues to flee, but the elephant has finally had enough and takes him down. An admirable evasion, but he'll need to maintain that tolerance for pain if he wants to survive this tournament. We'll clear the floor and take our resident psychopath under doctor's care for the time being. He's shown us here that fighting back isn't always necessary as long as you know how to take a punch. Hannibal's strategy may be considered crazy, but after all, so is he. Well, with our medical section quickly filling up, the last contestant is making his way toward the staging area. So far, everyone has survived round one, but will the fates be as merciful to Mr. Sexton? A single beaver against a knife. Sexton has his work cut out for him, as he'll no doubt give that beaver a taste of what they inflicted on Landry earlier today. We've finally come to the last battle of round one. Sexton the Gigolo is going to teach us a thing or two about pounding beavers. Our contestant turns his back in repulsion of the creature just as it approaches and lands a solid blow. He gets another off and then swiftly one more, felling the beaver. Sexton becomes our second contestant to walk away unscathed and really showed us how to lick that beaver. And that's going to do it for us here today at Post Broadcast Productions, concluding round one of RimWorld Combat Survivor. With all of our contestants moving on to round two, we'll give them a bit of time to patch themselves up, and once everyone is back on their feet, we'll be as well. With round two of RimWorld Combat Survivor. See you next time.